In today's world, food options have never been more cheaper and convenient to obtain. However, as global warming picks up speed, the food industry as we know it will need to change drastically if the human race wants to live on. Countless studies have determined that the meat industry plays a huge role in climate change. In America, the total greenhouse gas emissions came from the agricultural sector in 2014, with almost a third of that climate warming carbon attributed to methane from cattle. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, Earth's population is continuing to grow at a rapid rate, and the question on how we can feed 9 billion people by 2050 remains. We'll be going through foods that scientists and companies are tinkering with today, which may become part of our diets in the not so distant future. These are 6 of the strangest foods you'll be eating in 2050. Number 6. Insects. Insects like crickets, grasshoppers and mealworms sadly may be a future source of fuel for your body. Already companies are producing pasta and food bars made by cricket flour, they say, adds extra protein into your meals. If you can stomach it, a 100-gram serving of crickets or grasshoppers amount to around 13 to 21 grams of protein. Meanwhile, others are researching mealworms and black soldier flies as a source of dietary fat. The question still remains, however, if eating bugs are more environmentally friendly than meat. An article from the New York Times stated that these insects taste pretty good. But the question remains, will 2 billion people like the idea of snacking on insects all day? Number 5. Soylent. In a dystopian future, Soylent may be your only source of fuel. Soylent is a meal replacement product that comes in the form of a drink, a powder or a bar, and was created by Rob Reinhardt in 2012. Rob states he found the process of buying, preparing and consuming meals too time-consuming and expensive, and wanted to find an easier solution when fueling his body. The meal substitute claims to pack enough nutrients to replace any given meal and comes in the common form of a shake. According to their website, Soylent 2.0 contains soy proteins, algal oil, and a slow metabolizing disaccharide called isomaltulose, which is synthesized from beets and paired with a slew of vitamins and minerals. To this day, Soylent is available to buy in both a powder form and bottle form, and it might just be your source of calories in 2050. Number 4. Lab-grown meat. Companies such as Memphis Meat and Mosa Meat are now investing more money into growing lab meat to help combat climate change. Scientists have begun to patent stem cells into animal tissue and using that tissue as synthetic meat. A study from 2011, published in the Journal of Environmental Science and Technology, found that cultured meat would involve 7 to 45% lower energy and 78 to 96% lower greenhouse gas emissions and 99% less land use than conventionally produced European meat. Scientist Mark Post, however, stated it will be 10 to 20 years until we'll see mass-produced synthetic meat. It's reported just a few years ago, the first samples of lab-grown meat cost around $300,000 to produce but didn't taste too good. Number 3. Algae. Many plants, like microalgae, feed off carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A 2013 study from the Algae Research Journal discovered that algae is packed with an amazing amount of proteins, fats and carbohydrates that make for a good source of nutrients in our food. Other studies concluded that some species of algae contain lots of omega-3 fatty acids, as well as other fatty acids that could promote good heart health. Number 2. GMO everything. Many of today's foods are already genetically modified, including corn, soybeans, canola, sugar beets, potatoes and other vegetables. This is to help combat either pesticide or herbicide resistance so bugs and weeds don't ruin the harvests. However, there is a new gene editing tool named CRISPR-Cas9, which allows scientists to alter plant genomes with incredible precision. Scientists have used it to produce non-browning potatoes and non-bruising apples. Scientists from Sweden even claim to eat the first CRISPR meal ever served. Even though many people are skeptical of GMO products, scientists still claim that they are safe to consume. Number 1. 3D printed foods. Don't like to cook? Well, you'll love this next future gadget. 3D printed food might just be your next best friend. 3D printed foods will save cooking time and offer tasty and easy way to eat meals for everyone to enjoy. NASA has recently invested in researching 3D printing foods in zero gravity so astronauts can cook on those deep space missions. A startup company called Natural Machines has introduced a 3D printer for food called Foodini. Instead of printing plastic, this 3D printer prints edible ingredients. The Barcelona-based startup behind the Foodini states it's the only one of its kind capable of printing a wide range of dishes from sweet to savoury. The printer is capable of creating complex designs such as very detailed cake decorations and recipes that require precision, and can also make homemade pizza or pasta.